Money is a tool, like a hammer. You can leave it on a shelf, you can use it to hang a picture, you can pick it up and actually build something with it. Most people get the hammer, they just never get shown what to do with it. And here's the part I can't stop thinking about. The average person in the United States earns over $1 million in their lifetime. Over $1 million. And most of them end up with nothing to show for it. Not because they didn't work hard enough, not because they didn't earn enough, because they had the hammer the whole time and no one ever showed them how to use it. My name is Vienna. I'm 15. My mom and I have traveled to 20 countries across 5 continents. Every single trip happened on a school break. Regular income, no debt, no special circumstances. And the thing that made all of that possible, the thing my mom figured out before I was old enough to even understand it, really starts with the simplest idea I've ever come across. Money is just a tool, and in this video, I want to show you exactly what happens when you actually learn how to use it. So, picture this. You've got a hammer. It's a real hammer. It works. It could build things. But right now, it's sitting on a shelf. Not broken, not missing, just sitting there, not doing anything. That's most people's relationship with money. The money exists, it comes in, and then it goes out. And at the end of the month, there's not much left. And the thing is, that's not a money problem, that's a tool problem. The hammer is there, it's just never been used to build anything. Here's the thing about tools though, a hammer on a shelf isn't wrong, it's just not working. And a tool that isn't working is the same as not having the tool at all. And I think that's what's happening for a lot of people right now. They've got the hammer, they just haven't picked it up yet. My mom picked hers up a long time ago, and I watched what she built for almost a decade. So I want to walk you through what that actually looks like, because it's not complicated. I think people have just never seen it laid out simply. So I've been paying attention to this for a while now, and I think there are basically 3 ways people use money, or don't use it, that keep the tool from ever building anything. Way 1, they use it as a decoration. This one is the most common one I see. Spending money on things that look good, things that signal something to other people, the brand, the thing that makes you feel a certain way when you buy it, and then just kind of sits there after. A hammer used as a decoration is still technically a hammer, but it's not building anything, it's just there to be seen. And here's the thing, those purchases feel like something in the moment, they do. That's why people keep making them. But the return on that, in terms of what it actually builds in your life, is almost zero. Way 2, they only use it for tiny jobs. This one is similar. Spending a little here, a little there, small purchases, daily stuff, nothing major. And individually, none of it feels like a big deal. But when you add it all up, month after month, that's most of what came in. Gone on a bunch of small things that added up to nothing. You can use a hammer to hang a picture, and that's fine. But if that's all you ever use it for, you'll never build anything bigger than a picture frame. My mom calls this the holes in your pockets. The money isn't going anywhere dramatic, it's just leaking out in small amounts that nobody notices until you actually look. Way 3, they leave it in the box. This is the one that I think hurts people the most long term. Not using it at all. Not because they're being careful, but because they're afraid, or they think they need more of it before they can start, or they don't know enough yet to make a move. The hammer is still in the box, completely untouched. I understand why. I do. Nobody taught this stuff. It feels complicated and kind of scary if you've never seen it. But here's what I want you to hear. Waiting to start is not safe. It just feels safe because every month that hammer stays in the box is a month that tool isn't building anything for you. Time is the one thing you can't get back, and it's the thing that makes the hammer work the hardest. So here's what my mom did. And I want to be clear, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what I watched. Because I think seeing it laid out simply is more useful than any advice anyone's ever going to give you. Step 1, she fixed the handle first. Before she built anything, she figured out where the holes were. 1 month, every receipt, every dollar, just to see. What she found surprised her. Not big dramatic spending, small stuff, subscriptions she forgot about, things that renewed automatically, habits she just never added up, little leaks everywhere that were quietly draining the tool. She plugged them, not all at once, just the ones she could see clearly. In the margin, the gap between what came in and what went out got bigger, almost immediately. The same income, just fewer holes. That's the starting point. Not a budget overhaul, not a whole new system, just look at where it's going and plug what you can. Step 2. She made every swing intentional. This is the part my mom has been doing for almost a decade, and I genuinely think it changed everything. She started thinking about every purchase in three questions: when is the right time to buy this? Where is the right place to get this? And how do I pay for it in a way that actually works for me? And what that meant practically, she only bought things when they were on sale or at the right time. She knew which stores had the best value for what she actually needed, and she used a cashback card for everything she was already going to spend, paid the full balance every month, never paid interest, and got paid back at the end of the year for dollars she would have spent anyways. Every dollar working before it left. That's not complicated, that's just intentional. And intentional is what makes the hammer actually hit something useful. Step 3. She let it run. This is the part most people skip. Once the holes were plugged and spending was intentional, there was a gap, a real one, and she put that gap to work automatically every month before it could go anywhere. She invested 35% of her income into index funds every month automatically without thinking about it, without willpower, without motivation, just it runs. And the result, a fully funded $25,000 emergency fund, actively on the path to financial freedom in 20 countries across 5 continents with me, on school breaks, on a real income, without debt. That's not loud, it's not dramatic, just a hammer that kept swinging quietly for nearly a decade. That's what a tool that's actually working looks like. So here's my version of this. I'm 15, I can't do everything my mom has done yet. I don't have utility bills or a paycheck or all of that, but I have $50 a month and I put it into an S&P 500 index fund every single month. That's my hammer. It's small and it doesn't feel like much right now. But here's the thing I watched my mom prove. The earlier you start, the harder time works in your favor. That's the third ingredient. Time. And I have a lot of it. $50 a month at 15, invested at 10.5% average annual return is, if you invest from age 14 to 70 with $50 per month, you'll have contributed 33,600 and you will have almost $2 million. Not because $50 is a lot, because the hammer started swinging earlier, and the longer it swings, the more it builds. The same school break every student already has, the same income most people think isn't enough, the same tool sitting in your pocket right now. You just have to pick it up. Here's the thing nobody talks about: $1 million passed through most hands already. Not someday, already. By the time you're in your 40s or 50s, you've probably already earned over $1 million. Lifetime earnings for the average American cross that number earlier than most people realize. And if you don't have much to show for it, it's not because the money wasn't there, it's because no one showed you what to build with it. That's not a failure, that's just a gap in what we got taught, and gaps can be closed. The hammer was always there, you just needed someone to show you how to use it. Here's what I want you to take away from this: money isn't complicated. It's not a personality trait. It's not something only certain kinds of people understand. It's a tool. And like any tool, it's only useful as the person holding it decides to make it. My mom picked hers up a long time ago. She fixed the handle, she made every swing intentional, she let it run. And the life that got built from that is the reason this channel exists. This is what worked for us for nearly a decade. You can choose to do what we did, or take whatever part of this makes sense for your life and start there. That's completely up to you. Subscribe to Wandering Vienna. I post every single week: travel, money, and everything in between. Drop a comment. Tell me, where's your hammer right now? The shelf, box, or already swinging? Share this with someone who needs to hear the $1 million number, because I think a lot of people don't know it yet. I'm Vienna, this is Wandering Vienna, and there's always more to explore. Bye!